All right, judging about who's on it's that time. Oh, it's that time. We got the teenage group that terrorized Chicago. We got YFG FATSO, the teenage reaper that terrorized Chicago, and I'm glad I'm about to do this video. Grab your snacks, grab whatever you gotta grab, because it's gonna be a long one. The documentary or the rap mirror, whatever you wanna call it, little motherfucker, is 20 goddamn minutes. So, with that being said, we finna get straight into it. I'm so glad I ran across this because I need context, information and context clues on. One, I didn't know he was beefing with fucking Q50 and Bloodhound. And two, I didn't know he was signed to OTL. So thank y'all for the information that y'all gave me. Let's get straight to it, man. It's Thursday. We back active with. I couldn't drop yesterday because there was nothing to fucking record yesterday, bro. It was dead ass nothing to record yesterday. So this is what we're here today. Let's get it on.
The youngest in charge, taking the hip-hop scene by storm and terrorizing his ops at every chance he gets. Not only is FATSO an EBK Black disciple, but he has mob ties with Lil Durk and the infamous OTF conglomerate.
What you mean mob tie, fuck nigga? Why we incriminating folks already?
He's 17 years old. FATSO has accomplished more than most have in a lifetime. And I'll warn you,
that is 17? Type shit.
His success has not been a victimless rise to fame, but more like a lifelong war that has been going on in the streets of Chicago for decades now, with FATSO using his music as an instrument for success as well as to rain havoc on his enemies.
I'm never no bitch, so motherfucking talk crazy. They wanna pull out guns, we gonna pull out guns. I'm gonna drop your little ass. You're not even gonna get the chance to touch this bitch. I heard that scream. I can smoke around her as long as it's not in no cold space where she can't breathe.
They like, damn, bitch. Is you really up? Hey, say fuck Bloodhound. Fuck Bloodhound. Yeah! Take a shot.
Oh, this real. Oh, this damn real. This is damn real.
Around Chicago in an area labeled as the Low Bottoms on Evans between 46th and 43rd, and attended Carter G. Wilson Elementary School. He has a total of 4 siblings with 3 brothers and 1 little sister. While he moved around with his mom and stepdad, and his stepdad had made a living doing construction, and FATSO, ironically, had gotten his name from being the fat kid on the block growing up, and had always been influenced by his older brother, who we now know as YFG Chalk. Chalk is...
So my thing is he had money growing up. His dad was in construction. That nigga had money.
He's 2 years older than FATSO and was living just 8 miles south on 88th and Princeton Avenue, near Chatham, with FATSO traveling down to hang out with his brother frequently. FATSO looked up to Chalk in a lot of ways, but mostly for his ability to create music. FATSO would start to hop in the booth with Chalk and his friends and would eventually drop his first video for a song titled Go-Go at only 12 years old. In this video, FATSO is riding Lime scooters with his friends wearing a YFG hoodie, establishing Young Fly Guys as their new crew. And that day, YFG...
That's what that shit mean, Young Fly Guys? Bro, there's just no way we coming up with them kind of names. There's just no way we coming up with them kind of names, bro. Young Fly Guy? Just like FBG, Flyboy Gang? What? Excuse me?
FATSO was born. However, as lighthearted and harmless as he may come off in this video, in his lyrics, he is still talking about hitting the block with 30s and dumping on the ops. FATSO was surrounded by violence and crime, and his contribution would be inevitable over time. After he started making his name as a rapper, he would shift his influence from his brother Chalk to more known figures like King Von, who was a documented killer and ended up being a victim of gun violence himself back in 2020. R.I.P. King Von. However, it was figures like...
So that leads me to say, right, that's why G Herbo has never done a song with Q50. Because, you know, Q50 loyal. Herb loyal. Because if YFG was signed to OTF, that must mean they had prior problems in the past that never got brought up throughout the Chicago documentaries. Because all we knew, well, from my knowledge, all I knew was about F1. 5-1 Young Money, right? Now, Bloodhound. They said he came out in the 2010s. Cool, right? I didn't. When I was doing my documentary, I didn't see all that, but cool. So, but why? But Vaughn does music with Q50 though. That's the trick. And G Herbo does music with Funk. That's the trick.
This that would pave the way for the youth coming up in the streets of Chicago, including YFG Fatso. By 13, Fatso says he would really pursue his life of crime while joining the 808 mob Black Disciples and saying that he would run through 10 cars in a week at only 13. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could anyone go through 10 cars in a week? Well, these vehicles are not your usual lease off the lot, but these vehicles are stolen in order to use on drills and robberies. Once the vehicle has been used and potentially caught on surveillance, they dump the vehicle just to find another and repeat this process over and over again. Fatso became a proud member of the 808 mob, reminding the public that, quote, 808 is stamped in the papers, meaning there are plenty of articles written on the crimes they are involved in. It's around this time, at 13 years old, that Fatso would be arrested and spend 30 days in juvenile hall. Now, since he was a minor, we are uncertain on what his charges actually were, but based off the stories that he shares, I would guess either a GTA or some sort of gun charge. However, when Fatso was released, he would be ready to showcase his talent for the world and double down on his music career. In 2022, Fatso would drop singles titled Get Stitchy, Gun Up, and Out All Night. And while these songs did well to maintain his career, he still wasn't breaking 100K and reaching those life-changing numbers. But it wasn't until March 2023 when Fatso dropped his first music video on his brand new YouTube channel titled Back Again that he cracked 100K on his YouTube. And in my opinion, this is still one of his hardest songs to date. His name was making noise through the city, and more specific,
I gotta do that video. I probably won't be. It probably won't be a video. It'll probably be just me listening to the song. I don't know, but I gotta do that. Cause I know if you look at the Vaughn, it's probably a remix on Back Again. So I gotta look into it.
In the south side of Chicago, Chatham area. It was this video that got Fatso an interview with On a Couch TV, and we would really get an inside look at what YFG was all about.
Man,
Fatso would go on to say,
I don't like this interviewer, bro. Like, that nigga is a fed, bro. That nigga is a straight fed.
He is EBK Black Disciple, and if you think he's a bitch, he would not hesitate to up the poll, especially if you are trying to backdoor him.
I got this shit because I was around it. Probably my vibe. I'm seeing the shit. I'm in this shit. I'm always with a motherfucker who game back. I always doing some badass shit. Like they tell you I'm the youngest. I always be bad as hell. Man, I'm always doing some badass shit for it. So it's like that shit just came to me. Shit, motherfucker. I'm never no bitch. So motherfucker talk crazy. Alright. They want to fight, we can fight. They want to pull out guns, we gonna pull out guns. When I got this shit, I stood like, oh, 10 instant. Motherfucker ain't even gonna play. It was going,
I'm not even gonna lie to you, like, he the youngest jet. It's like, he's so fucking hot, but he's slow and dumb at the same time. Like,
that nigga said he's slow and dumb. What the fuck?
BD. But don't get it twisted. If you a BD, you think just because you BD, I'm a crack your shit.
Bro, we no fucking BD.
I'm EBK BD. Fuck, cause I'm gonna clap anybody, but I'm BD.
I ain't ever said GDK on life. Niggas be weird, man.
I'm EBK BD for. I ain't say BD. I'm saying I'm EBK BD for. I'm BD.
GDK for the BDs. That's off.
So you know who plays.
After this interview dropped, Fatso knew that he needed to capitalize on this momentum while dropping 9 music videos over 9 months, which have collectively accumulated over 8 million views to date. Just those 9 music videos alone. Not to mention, within this time, Fatso would also drop his first official...
But nigga, how the fuck does he get that expensive ass watch on his hand? Bro, that watch like $250,000. Nigga, what?
Tape titled No Privacy. Now, we have seen time and time again in these documentaries how as soon as a rapper gets to a certain level of fame, he becomes a target for the ops. And in this case, Fatso was on IG Live provoking his ops, saying that if they would try to take his chain, he would drop their ass. Well, the ops in the comments would accept the challenge by saying drop the low.
ABK, keep talking. I mean, this bitch might look good on you, but it ain't never gonna look good on you if you don't get the chance to wear it. But it never look good on you if you don't get the chance to wear it. It's not gonna look good on you. Okay. As soon as you reach and touch this bitch, I'm gonna drop your little ass. You're not even gonna get the chance to touch this bitch on my dead grandma. If I tell them spam me, they gonna spam me. I could. Y'all want to start y'all want to start that in the comments? Alright. Hey. Everybody in my comments, hashtag fuck top right now. Chill out, bro.
Now, clearly, Fatso is not to be tested. However, I don't think that 800 TJ agreed because he would also get into a beef with Fatso. But this time, Fatso would be seen on...
Bro, so 800 TJ would beef with every goddamn body. I did that video a year ago. I get he beef with every motherfucking body. Cause goddamn, every time I look at a motherfucking new Chicago video, that nigga name is that damn nigga. How many people you was beefing with?
Live actually driving down to 800 TJ's block, flashing switches and a Draco. Then, the very next day, 800 TJ would post to his story photos of him on the corner of 88th and Princeton Avenue with the caption YFGK.
That's
stands
crazy.
for YFG Killer, and seems to romanticize the idea of gaining a new fatal enemy. Thankfully, nothing would come from this incident because soon, Fatso's life was about to change forever. Lil Durk, one of Chicago's biggest artists, won a Grammy for Best Melodic Rap Performance with his hit single All My Life featuring
That song is ass, bro. I hate that song, bro. I cannot stand that fucking song. That song is terrible. I mean, terrible.
J. Cole at the 2024 Grammy Awards ceremony. Shortly after, Fatso would be seen counting money on his IG Live with the one and only smirk. Now, if there is one thing that Fatso knows how to do, is capitalize on his opportunities. He is one smart kid. That being said, with all this little dirt cloud around him, Fatso drops Princeton Freestyle featuring DCG, which has over 3.5 million views today. And of course, his luck wouldn't stop there. Lil Durk would then post on IG that he would officially
Chucky, King, okay, all right, type shit.
They welcomed Chucky, Lil King, and Fatso to OTF, and would even go as far as to tag his jeweler to ask him for three big ass chains for his new signees. Fatso was going everywhere with Durk at this point, flexing jewelry, meeting with the label, and even cruising on his private jet playing spades. And you know that Fatso would have a single locked and loaded for the streets while dropping a visual to Reap the City, which Reap the City has almost 2 million views also. This kid is a hit-making machine, but unfortunately, this force would come to a halt in March.
That nigga look like Lil Reese, bro. Am I tripping? Or that nigga look like Lil Reese?
March 2024, when Fatso would be arrested for a second time for an alleged shooting. However, I'm sure there are a few issues that the OTF lawyers cannot undo, because within about a week, Fatso was back on the streets again, flexing cash and posting the dead bodies of his ops from rival gangs BVC and Ducktown. I won't show these images due to how graphic
type shit
this scene is, and surprisingly, Fatso would post this image to his IG story with a caption laughing at the death of these two men. Let me also remind you, this is the same day he was released for another alleged shooting. He would also be seen on another IG Live saying he's the littest 16-year-old in Chicago while lighting up a backwood.
They can't believe it on TikTok.
No, my fool leave me.
His rollout would seem to work though, because in April 2024, Fatso drops 2 singles titled Racing and Who I Am, which collectively have over 2.5 million views. Not to mention, I don't think this zesty endorsement by Meek Mill in the grips of his Diddy scandal
I'm so high I can't relax.
Fatso, but it happened. Shortly after this, the infamous Bloodhound Lil Jeff would
Percent different now. This draw the line between me and y'all. I'm way ahead of my time, and I'm thankful. Rookie of the Year.
Post an image of Fatso to his story with the caption, Rookie of the Year, insinuating that Fatso was a baby and does not seem to pose a threat to the Bloodhounds. After this post, Lil SCOOM...
That was a diss? I thought bro was congratulating. Damn, we obviously got 2 different minds. Damn.
Close friend to Lil Jeff would also get involved, dropping a diss track toward Fatso, which would declare war.
I ain't gonna troll that shit for kids, but I really heard they hard. Fatso a bitch, he ain't no shit, little boy better play his part.
Type shit. Type shit.
The next day, Fatso could be seen on IG Live, ready to slide, while his ops in the comments were suggesting that Fatso head over to the
We need that, J4. You say you was coming to the E&L, okay.
nail store in the op side of town, which of course, Fatso would accept this challenge. To blow some steam, Fatso would head over to the jeweler to drop some racks on more diamonds for all of his hard work he's been putting in. And I did think this clip was a little bit odd when Fatso runs to a nearby trash can because he had to throw up. When he returns, he tells his filmer that he has a condition that makes him throw up after each meal.
I'm a different nigga now, folks.
He played. You finna throw up? What the fuck?
I can't eat without throwing up. That's another story. For another day. Not gonna get out of the story like that. Since I've been like a kid, like a baby, like a newborn toucher, anything I eat, I throw back up. So I'm never full.
Now, I'm not an expert and not sure what this is called, but maybe you guys can help me figure this out in the comments. However, the next day, Fatso would post a caption reading,
Tonight we sniff. Nigga, what? Hold on, bro. You playing with that booger sugar?
And that can only mean one thing. But for real, bro would prove us right when he was on IG Live at 8 a.m. the following morning, ready to walk down on an op after breakfast.
I'm Reaper. I'm Big Reap. I am Reap. Big D Reap. Die Reap. You hear me? THY, not DIE. So I'm put the Reaper on my motherfucking hand. I heard that scream. Tire march. Tire streaks, turn the streaks. I gotta turn down the right block. I'm turn down this one way. There's one way in, one way out. The way in through the front, the way out is heavy. Yeah. On his knocking.
Nah, bro. Hey, get out, get out, they like that. You see him?
What?
All the way down there.
12. Tweaking. The Jakes be on that.
They play kind of one thing to do too.
Right there. We good.
2 weeks after this incident, Fatso's op, Bloodhound Lil Jeff, would be gunned down in cold blood on June 8th, 2024.
Oh, no. He ain't just get gunned down in cold blood. Reports have said the nigga came back outside and shot that nigga over 15 times. It wasn't in cold blood, nigga. That nigga was looking that nigga was trying to. Nigga, fuck cold blood. That ain't cold blood, bro.
Bloodhound Lil Jeff would be gunned down in cold blood on June 8th, 2024. R.I.P. Lil Jeff. It didn't take long for Fatso to...
Speaking on me in vain, I won't respond. They did, though. Damn. All of them. Damn. Y'all be worried about the wrong shit. I just still don't respond. I type shit.
Messages to his IG story reading,
type shit.
Speaking on me in vain, I won't respond. They dead though. All of them. Y'all be worried about the wrong shit. I still don't respond to dudes.
Type shit.
Who this is directed towards. However, the timing is a bit coincidental. Fatso would continue to drop more hits with titles Leavin' and Ride With Me, collectively garnering over 3.5 million views, which at this point, 1 million views is a standard for YFG Fatso, which would serve him well given that on Father's Day, Fatso would become a father himself after his daughter would be born on June 16th, 2024.
I'm a new father on Father's Day.
That's hard. That's hard. He a father on Father's Day. That's hard.
Hey,
That's hard.
I can't see my daughter's face. Where you going, baby? You're pretty, baby.
Now, a 16-year-old having a child is one thing. However, it turns out that his baby mama, Lachey, well, she ended up being 22 years old.
God damn, bitch, you 22 fucking a 16-year-old? Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch.
He's been asked about this topic, and he says that he's not a victim in this situation. In fact, far from it. So I guess we'll just have to take his word on this one. But all jokes aside, days later, Fatso would post this alarming message.
Killing myself after I get super rich. What the fuck?
Super rich. I have no idea what he could possibly mean by this. Hopefully, he means figuratively, of course. But maybe you guys can help me understand this in the comments as well. Following Lil Jeff's passing, the beef between Fatso and Lil SCOOM would continue to boil, as both sides would continue to drop diss tracks at each other back to back.
Wait, I thought SCOOM died, then Jeff died. It was Jeff, then SCOOM? Huh.
This beef cooking up over about 2 weeks, Chicago would get the news that on July 7th, 2024, Lil SCOOM would also be gunned down.
He was set up.
Lil SCOOM. The next day, Fatso would take to his IG to diss
every
Lil SCOOM
last
with the caption,
motherfucker
every
is
last
crazy.
Motherfucker, and also posting a picture of the Scream mask and the
That's
song
crazy.
behind it. Fatso would also
That's
go live with his
crazy.
comrades to further mock Lil SCOOM's passing, insinuating that Fatso allegedly had something to do with Lil SCOOM.
He said you gonna play with the game, play with the game.
Hey, what's up? Hey, cuz he bogus as hell. Now we gotta listen to Q50 week ass.
They like, damn, is you really up? Hey, shit, I would have been up 10 to like they SHA.
Damn, gang.
All these niggas overdoing, I'm up next.
I know my
last
last
play with the Reaper, so you know they taste
I know my last
I'm done. I need you to book me back.
Hold on, be calling somebody real quick. Come to my step.
And if that wasn't enough, Fatso would then drop a visual to his single titled Unusual Slander, where he would take another opportunity to diss SCOOM after his passing, which this song did over 1 million views as well. And when fans confront Fatso about recording the song before SCOOM died, Fatso would give a sinister
It's been unreleased. He ain't know he was gonna die.
open-ended response.
Or did
Then,
I?
only 3 days later,
Or
on
did
July
I? Or did I? It's crazy. Woo, that's disrespectful.
In 2014, 800 TJ, the same op that was taking pics on 88th and Princeton Ave, would also be gunned down and lose his life. Now, figures in Chicago like 800 TJ and 6'5 Lil Mike would make new enemies daily, so it was no surprise to a lot of people that after
I'm not surprised TJ died. Out of the video I see, hey nigga, I ain't surprised TJ died for sure. I said that, I think, in the video I did of him.
After 800 TJ's death, tons of his ops would flood social media to mock his death. Oddly enough, Scrooly G, known Bloodhound affiliate, would coincidentally show love to YFG Fatso on the same day that their shared rival had fallen. Scrooly G has an insane story of his own. I did a documentary on him.
Hey. You did a documentary on Scrooly, I gotta do it. You did a documentary on Scrooly, I gotta do it. Cause the way that somebody need to do a documentary on J-Bo. God damn, somebody gotta do a documentary on J-Bo. But the way Scrooly, the way this man be talking, oh, cuz I know the nigga got about 25 hats on his man say.
And it has been my best performing video yet, so make sure to go check that out after this. Now, aside from gang beefs, using drugs, and having a 22-year-old baby mama at 16, Fatso would also catch some flack for his recent IG Live, where he is seen smoking a backwood while carrying his newborn daughter.
Don't worry about my fucking kid. I don't care what y'all think about, bro. On BD, y'all sound dumb as hell. My daughter richly, y'all. If I take her to the hospital right now, I bet they gonna say she healthy. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. The reason I'm smoking around her is because I just got told I could smoke around her as long as it's not in no closed space where she can't breathe or where there ain't no air. As long as I'm in an open space where the weed can move around and it's not being blown in her face, I'm good. Get off my dick. This my motherfucking daughter, nigga.
Now, no judgment on my part, so
I ain't got no judgment. I just don't agree with it. Regardless, I don't agree with that, but hey.
we can cut Fatso some slack, right? Well, I suppose that is until you see him on IG Live, completely nodding off on what seems to be a perk bender. But all that aside, don't think that it gets in the way of Fatso's work ethic, because in August 2024, Fatso would drop 3 music videos, which have collectively over 4 million views. Not surprising. And also, on his 17th birthday, Fatso drops another tape titled A Reaper's Ceremony, which is a work of art to say the least. The fans at this point were noticing that both Fatso's tapes had been released under Santa Ana Sony distribution and Alamo Records, while Lil Durk's label was clearly under Interscope, which is a part of Universal Music Group. Not to mention, remember when Lil Durk had shouted out Fatso and even tagged his jeweler asking him to make chains? Well, that was even becoming an ongoing joke, since Fatso had never posted an OTF chain since. Coincidentally, the day after fans had been vocal about their suspicions, Lil Durk would post to his IG story with Fatso's song Bougie Hoes playing in the back. Durk's always had his finger on the pulse of the streets, no matter what, so this does...
I mean, I get it, bro. You can't you can't play in that field, bro. You can't do that. You can't play in that field because now it's going to just make him Ah, man. Nah, that's tricky, bro, because they both too heavy in the street, so it's gonna make them look like Chucky. He can get away with. Fatso, he can't get away with.
Doesn't surprise me. Though in August, Fatso was doing nothing but dropping new music and focusing on his career. But come September, he would be back on his bullshit, dissing the ops on IG Live at what looks like to be a music video shoot, where Fatso would have an old man diss the Bloodhounds.
Get in there, huh? Get in there, huh? Hey, say fuck Bloodhound! Fuck Bloodhound! Yeah!
And after, continues to be the menace he is known to be. The next day, Fatso would be seen posted on the block with SCOOM's alleged gunman in what looks like to be another music video. Fatso would then also double down, dropping a snippet of another Bloodhound diss track using the drunk old man dissing Bloodhounds as the intro. And the same day, dropping a visual to his single Princeton Prayer, which has plenty of indirect references to his biggest ops, the Bloodhounds. And to confirm this, Fatso would jump on IG Live to let the fans know that the reason he wasn't dissing Jeff when he was alive was because he had his phone number. So that means he would reach out to him directly, as opposed to posting on IG. But ironically, Fatso can be seen the same day chilling in an SUV listening to Screwly G, who literally has songs with Q50 as we speak. I don't know, man, this gets confusing even for
Hey, bro, I've been confused this whole time, G. I ain't lying. It's just a lot of it doesn't make sense. I'm just like,
sometimes. Thankfully, to clear the air with the fans, Fatso would sit down and do an in-depth interview with FYBJ and we really get to know Fatso from a different perspective. They cover topics like the Bloodhound beef, seeing Lil SCOOM while he was in jail, and Lil Durk not giving him an OTF chain. This was a solid interview. And shout out to J-Mane with the whoops, he's killing it right now. But anyways, Fatso has recently dropped a single titled Young Sinners Having Fun, and I think that describes Fatso perfectly and the life that he's been living. Because I'll tell you this, throughout all the bullshit he's endured, he's still so young and has his entire life ahead of him. Why?
I ain't going. That's a good video. I really wish they probably went a little bit more in depth, but I understand it. But it is what it is. It helped me understand him just a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, just a little bit. I didn't know he was. I mean, basically, it went over the shit that y'all already told me in the comment section. So like, this was like kind of like, but you know, I don't know, man. He calls himself King Reed. He looked like Lil Reese. Being honest. Just being honest. But anyway, I'm forgot it though. I love you all. Y'all make sure y'all staying safe and y'all staying dangerous. I love y'all. I'm gone.